Coach, on the eastern edge of the D.C. metro area in Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Go. Now.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Saquon Barkley. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Second and goal at the Redskins' 8-yard line.
It's second and goal back to the 8-yard line now.
Here we go. Defense.
Another try for Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This opening drive has taken him to the 2, but now they come up on a third and goal. Here's Barkley, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mariota now to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he slings one that's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd and 5.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him.
Hey, stand off.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo. Hard.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Set. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Hey, let's go. Hey, lock it. Don't let him free. Look at me. Zipper.
On 2nd down now. Barkley looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Watch safety screen. Watch safety. Hey, exit. Safety screen. Shift. Jim. Look at me. Door. Five.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. 7-7, our score after one. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
At the 46-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check three. One.
Now a run with Geis. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
One.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Bring it.
Mariota on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Mariota buying time to his left. And he's going to go down again. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's get off the field. Wide motion.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Mike's 47.
From the gun, Mariota, flush to his right. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
10 yards, good for a giant first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On first down, Barkley. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 38 yards on the scamper there. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there. A big gainer.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Geis. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 3rd down, Mariota. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Kill. 3.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mariota. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Switch. 1. Scrub cheek spell.
First down, Mariota. And he's got his man on the out route. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 79 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. The tight end, Rhett Ellison, with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Looking to throw. Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. 51.
Jones now throwing on first down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the Giants first down.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On second down now, Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. A toss out to Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Check. 3. Exit. 57.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mariota, wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check your hot read. Where are they, team? One. Hey. 3.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Show it up. 3. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hey, switch.
Here's Love. 4 yards there on the carry. Gets it back to 2nd and 11.
47 from my boy. 47. Check 47. No, check. Check 50. Check 50.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Let's go now. 10-2, sir. Rip right. Hey, Charlie. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Now.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Jones to throw on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll run with Barkley. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
19 yards there on the catch and run. A 1st down throw for Mariota. Steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Check 49, check 49. Recon, 132 fight. Hey, check Mike 47, check Mike 47. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check 26, check 26.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Slam, slam. Begin. 1.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be...
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, 10, touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 96 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back to throw. Jones. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Jones now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Jones on 1st and 10. This is Shepard on the catch. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. On 1st down, Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 5 now. Jones eluding the pressure right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Watch the whip. Shift. Watch the shift.
On 2nd down, Barkley, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Geis showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for 1st down.
Under 10, 10. Hey, check 24, check 24. 1. Check 3. 1. Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him. Get hands. 57's Mike.
Mariota now from the 50. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Undercrunch.
Out of the gun, Geis. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
3. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Here we go. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. 1. 57 to Mike. Mike 57. 1.
Now Mariota on 4th down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Lucky. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check safety. Shit. One. Alert 3.
This is Geis. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Redskins, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll